Hey, how are y'all doing today? It's me, Wanda. Okay, I am coming to you today to discuss how gardening has changed my life. Okay, like I stated previously, I started gardening like around 2016, 2017, and I started growing pretty much in 5 gallon buckets because I didn't know anything about gardening, and this was just an experiment coming from videos that I had been watching. Um, uh, I do try to have a spring, summer, and fall garden. I give myself a break during the winter time. If I grow anything, it may be greens. But during that time, I just normally like let my garden rest, and I mainly just take care of my fruit trees, pruning and fertilizing them. Um, but I want to ask you something. Have you decided to have a garden? And if so, have you decided what you're gonna grow, where you're gonna grow, and how you're gonna grow? Okay. I want you to think about that because it's very critical at this point. But anyway, um, okay. One thing is I don't give up on gardening, even if I did not have a big harvest. In something, as long as I get one or two or three of some of my produce, that makes me really really happy. And I just strive the following season to do better, to know where I went wrong, and everything. But yeah, so okay, reason one, I like being outside anyway. So garden has become an outlet or slash hobby for me. I like being outside my garden. I don't have many flowers, but I have plenty some this season. Um, uh, and if you like being one on one with nature, I do suggest you getting outside. And if you don't want to have a garden, at least some flowers and some herbs. Okay. Number two, gardening allows me to grow food for me and my family and be able to provide fresh produce for us. And number three, gardening does teach me something new. When I say that, it may be techniques, it may be growing a new fruit or a new vegetable, and listening to other people. Just like the other day, for an example, um, Scatter Cat Gardner. I don't know what she called it, but she basically what she did was she took some kitchen scraps, like she took a head of lettuce, she took some carrots. What she did with the carrots was that she cut the tops off and she soaked them in water and they started growing roots. And she took green onion, not green onion, maybe like a purple cabbage and things like that, and she planted that. So that's what I mean by it teaches me something new. Just watching other people, and you learn new things, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, but nothing beats a failure without a try. Okay. It has allowed me to have an extended family. And what I mean by that is, yes, I do my research. I Google, I do Pinterest, I do YouTube, I just do reading, period. But I am part of a gardening community on YouTube. And these individuals, they are so full of knowledge, y'all, and they share love. They give you they have a passion for gardening, and you know what? And these people don't mind sharing what they know and how they grow and what they grow on their homestead. And you can reach out to them through text and everything, and they will reach you back. But it it I mean, it's just that watching these people that I have subscribed to, I mean, watching their videos, you learn a lot, and I mean, it's just I love it. I can't say anything about it. I mean, any more about it. It's just that these are some loving individuals who are passionate about gardening, and like I said, they don't mind sharing what they know. You know, okay. Gardening gives me peace of mind because I know where my food comes from and what I used on my plants to fertilize and everything to grow my food. Yes. Versus the grocery store. Yes, people's hands all over things and people biting food and putting it back and people coming along spraying things allegedly on our produce, and things like that. And aside from that, we don't know how long it has been en route to get to the grocery store to be put on the shelves and things like that. And we don't know what the people who are growing these fruits and vegetables, what type of chemicals they have put on the foods, you know. So number five, I'm sorry, number six. Gardening has improved my confidence within myself because I, over the years, I have seen that I'm able to take this package of seeds that I bought. I have put them in some soil, um, and see it grow, and see it grow into a plant that produces me food. And like I say, yes, some things are a success and some things are not. Just like I am, after 3 years, just beginning to grow kohlrabi. Why, I don't know, but I mean, I can't give up because that's something that's not sown here, grown and sold here where I live. I have had the opportunity to taste it and I love it, you know. And number seven, even though gardening is work, it is relaxing at the same time because you get a chance to see all of your hard work, your blood, sweat, and tears turn into all, all this food, the flowers and the herbs and things that I have planted. And I mean, you get a chance to see all the beauty that surrounds you. Just to be able to walk out on your patio into your backyard and you smell the aroma of the peppers or the tomatoes or just different flower herbs and things that give off a fragrance and other flowers that give off a fragrance. And you see all the bees and the birds and things coming into your garden. Yes, some of them not for a good reason you know um and and sometimes I honestly find myself talking and singing to my plants. So I really, really do, especially if it's not doing well. Okay. Okay, and number eight, gardening provides some form of exercise for me. I get a chance to get outdoors and get some fresh air and get some of that good old vitamin D from the exposure to the sun. Even though we still have to be careful as far as sunscreen and wearing long sleeves and a hat and maybe some shades and things like that. um the physical activity associated with gardening increases blood flow to my brain and to your brain. All right. um it it also improves your cognitive function by stimulating your brain activity through tasks like planning out your garden. Like you plan out your garden, what you want to grow, where you want to grow, how you want to grow, where's the sun optimized it in my backyard, things like that. And you let me see I mean, and you are learning something new because you're learning all the things that come with gardening. Like I said, gardening is work. Um, you learn problem solving and troubleshooting issues like with me, pest control and soil issues. Like I said, before I started gardening, I ain't know nothing about no soil, you know. And then how you want to water your plants, you know. Me, I hand water some things, and then some things, you know, I want to do a drip line irrigation. You know, that's something I haven't conquered yet, but you know, I hand water, and sometimes, yeah, pretty much I hand water. Yeah, we're gonna put it like that. And you know, and at the same time, you and I are learning about the different plants and herbs and things that we are growing, and you learn about certain diseases and things that may plague your tomatoes and your pears, and you know what, and it also reduces stress. Yes. Okay. And lastly, I say this one for last because I think it is very, very, very important. The biggest lesson of all is that gardening teaches you patience. I don't know about you, but gardening has certainly taught me patience. You know, it takes patience to plan out everything, what you want to grow. Did this survive last year? Did this do good last year in this spot? Maybe I need to move it over here. So like, okay, for example, I have a persimmon tree. This is the second year that I've had, no, this is the third year I've had it. Don't quite see anything yet. um it is a full persimmon, but there's, I think, the regular persimmon tree down the street. Now I don't think the two go together, but I mean, I don't have any fruit yet, but I may have to wait another year. So there's patience. So, and persimmon is not sold in the stores, mainly because it it's a type of fruit that you have to kind of go on and eat. You can't just let it sit around like an apple and a pear and things like that. So I'm waiting. I'm patiently waiting for that. I cannot wait to taste my full persimmon that I have been babying since um 20, I think, no, so it's been 2 years. So 2023, because it's been 2 years since my knee replacement. But yeah, so yeah, that's to me the biggest thing of all is that gardening has taught me patience, you know. So yes, look, I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. All right, and I catch you all in the next one.